Hello there, I hope you're right. I'm fine, thanks. Well, this video is kind of special. Why? Because we're going to watch a film together. Actually, it's no film, it's only the first few minutes of one of the episodes of the Vampire Diaries series. I'll guide you through some great phrases and verbs and whatnot that we can hear while watching it. Each time I hear something worth being explained, I'll stop the video and tell you about it. After you watch the video, you'll know this phrase is better than ever. Let's dive in.
Previously on the Vampire Diaries.
Does Elena enjoy having both of you worship at her altar?
You can be in love with Elena all you want if it means that you'll protect her.
He's flipped the switch. Stephanie's gone and he's not.
Okay, the first one. So he said he'd flipped the switch and it's not coming back. So this can obviously mean to turn the switch when you turn the light off, And additionally can mean to have a change of heart, which means to have your feelings changed all of a sudden. Furthermore, if you flip the switch, you sometimes become a totally different person. Here I think it means that Stefan has changed a lot.
Back. Destroying Klaus is all I've left.
You had me!
I lost you the minute I left town with him.
I thought for 1 second that I wouldn't have to feel guilty anymore.
Guilty for what?
For wanting what I want.
I didn't plan on kissing him.
3 sleeping originals, 4 coffins.
Who is in the lockbox?
Now, I reunite my family. You mean the people you cart around in caskets?
So you may know the phrase shopping cart or shopping trolley, the thing you use when you're shopping. To cart something around is to carry it around. And it may indicate, however, that the person is frustrated with the fact that he needs to cart the thing around all the time. To cart around can also mean to take someone by car everywhere around the city, for example. So you'd be free to say, I hate when she wants to go shopping. She's always making me cart her around. I'm not a taxi driver, for f***'s sake.
You're doing this on my terms now.
I'm sorry, I just can't help it. Presumably I'll stop the video in quite quick succession because the next one is right here and it's on one's terms. So yeah, basically if you do something on your terms, you have the power to do it the way you want to do it. But if you do something on someone else's terms, you do it as they want you to do that. And that's it basically.
Rebecca, Cole, Fintone. Coffin's open.
Mother, do you know why I'm here?
To kill me.
To forgive you. I want us to be a family again.
How's Mr. Saltzman?
Resigned to spending the night in observation, so long as I promised Eugene to lock the house. So I talked to Bonnie earlier. She and her mom are fine. Have you talked to Caroline?
Yeah, she's holding it together, considering how close she and her dad used to be. Any word on who's behind all these attacks?
No. Sheriff Forbes said that there's no real suspects at all. How are you dealing with everything? I mean...
To deal with, it's probably among the first phrasal verbs you learned, and I bet there's no point in putting this one into details. However, let me tell you that besides it means to take actions in order to solve a situation, it also means to be about something. So next time you want to say the book is about history, feel free to say the book deals with history.
You keep getting dragged into all this.
Get dragged into. Okay, here we've got 2 things. To keep doing something means to continue doing something. Here it means over and over again. To get dragged into something means to be involved in the situation against your will. So he always gets involved in bad situations.
Honestly, I'm kind of lucky. The only thing that I have to worry about for tomorrow is showing up for my shift at the grill.
Thank you for everything today. Really.
Get home safe.
Thanks.
Drive much?
Rebecca.
Surprise! You drove a dagger through my back, Elena. It hurt. A light.
Leave. Are you challenging me?
You're pathetic. Both of you.
Well, I believe we have a little catching up to do.
Well, if you say you have a little catching up to do, you're basically saying that you have something to do. It's actually quite similar to the phrasal verb catch up on doing something, which means to do something you haven't done so far because of lack of time. Yeah, so that's what it means.
Rebecca wasn't even out of her box a day before she tried to ruin my life. What happened to peace? Acceptance? Family?
You put daggers in their hearts. You want them to go down on their knees and kiss your feet for reuniting them?
So it's a crime to want our family to be as we were.
You need to give it time, Nicholas. I've had 1,000 years on the other side to be angry and to heal. I'm here to make sure this family does the same.
I just don't understand. I killed you and still you forgive me.
It's been my dream for 1,000 years that this family could be as one. Forgiveness is not a chore.
Oh yeah, okay. I think I should stop there. So a chore is something usually a piece of work around the house that you've got to do regularly. There's a phrase household chores that you must have heard before, and that refers to such pieces of work around the house. Sometimes it means things you don't really want to do, but you have to or need to. Here she means that forgiveness is not a must, it's something you should feel inside, so it should not be a chore for you.
Now, who are you bringing to the ball this evening?
Don't be ridiculous. You're lucky I'm even going.
Well, I wish you would reconsider.
Okay, I think we should stop here too. If you wish someone would or would not do something, you emphasize your annoyance and the satisfaction with the action someone's doing. For example, I wish you would stop smoking because it really annoys me. Well, here she's particularly emphasizing that she's expecting him to come to the ball. It's like she's saying you had better come.
It's going to be a magical evening.
If Ezra wants to talk to me, maybe I should find out why.
Well, that's a dumb idea. She already tried to kill you once.
No, Elena's right. Bonnie was led to open that coffin for a reason. I think there's more to this than just some family reunion.
Okay, let's just stop right there. If you say there's more to someone or something, it usually comes complete with meets the eye. So you can say there's more to something than meets the eye, and it's a kind of fixed phrase. And here you mean the situation is more complicated or interesting than it first appears. You can say, for example, don't judge him, you don't know him, there's more to him than meets the eye. Here, he means he thinks the ball is not only about friendly reunion, that maybe bad things come in.
Seriously? It's all so weird. The originals are throwing a ball.
Okay, let's just stop right there, shall we? To throw a ball or throw any kind of party, well, obviously does not really mean to throw it literally. To throw any kind of party means to host a social gathering. However odd as it may sound, it's widely used and it makes a perfect collocation. So next time you want to say you're going to have a party for any kind of reason, say you're going to throw it and you'll sound more natural.
Ball.
It's some twisted Cinderella fetish is what it is. And why does the evil witch want an audience with you?
I have no idea. There's only one way to find out.
I thought you told Damon and Stefan that you weren't going.
I did. Which is all the more reason why I need a drama-free bodyguard.
Well, I think a Salvatore would look a lot better in a tux. And by that, I mean Stefan.
I can't deal with either of the Salvatores right now. Whatever Stefan's feeling, he's channeling it all against Klaus. And Damon... It's just not a good idea.
Why? Because you two made out? Bonnie spilled the beans.
Okay, the next one here is Spill the Beans, and I'd like to talk a bit about that. But I bet you already know this, and if you haven't heard it before, you can guess its meaning easily. It means to reveal secret information about something or someone. Other phrases that mean the same are, for example, let it slip, let the cat out of the bag, or give the game away, which can be used if someone spoils a surprise, for example. You can say that I was about to show my best card trick, but John told my friends about it, so he gave the game away, and no one was really surprised.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. You know, whenever my mother brings our family together like this, it's tradition for us to commence the evening.
Okay, here we should stop for a while. I'd like to say that to commence is the formal equivalent of begin. So it basically means the same, but it's a kind of C2 level word, to commence. So it means to begin something.
UCOSC?
Oh, yeah. Tonight's pick is a centuries-old waltz.
Well, you know, waltz is sort of a dance that's performed by a couple, and you know, you just go round and round with your partner.
So if all of you could please find yourselves a partner, please join us in the ballroom.
Don't even think about it.
She wants to see me alone, Damon.
Well, it sucks to be her then. Was I not clear this morning?
I was invited.
You have to tell me before you walk into a lion's den.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I think we should stop here right now again. But I do think it's something again that you can guess from the context. It's walk into the lion's den. And it means to step into a particularly dangerous place or situation, and usually deliberately. The lion's den is a synonym for a dangerous and hostile place.
Why? So that you can stop me?
Yes. It would be rude not to dance, you know.
It is tradition.
Give me love like her.
You look stunning if it isn't obvious.
Okay, and I guess they're now starting to dance, and the romantic things shall commence. And that's where we should put an end to this video, I guess. Okay, this is the end of the video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I would like you to stay tuned, because next time we'll have a look at one of the episodes of the Friends series. Okay, see you next time.